Hey guys, it's Vanessa with Farm Girl Gardens and Market, and I am doing a little bit of a end of the day garden tour. I've got the donkeys behind me, and I just wanted to share some life updates. I was pretty significantly injured about a month ago, and so a lot of things have not been cared for here on the farm. Crops have not gone in, and that's frustrating to type A's like me. Let me make sure I'm closing this so the donkeys don't come in behind me. And I'm getting a lot of messages right now from people who are saying things like, is it too late for me to get my end of season crops in? Did I miss out my opportunity? Or folks are saying, hey, my peppers and my end of summer crops are doing so great, I don't want to pull them out. What can I do to do season extension? Or will I have time to get fall crops in if I keep protecting my summer crops? And so I wanted to give you just a look at the disrepair of our front market demonstration garden. We've got a bunny leaving. We've got our zinnias here. Gosh, it's beautiful in the sun, but you probably can't tell. We've got our zinnias here. And they just grow gangbusters all summer long. They're beautiful, they're great, not only for cut flowers, but just they look beautiful and keep the butterflies happy. We've got, zucchini that really needed to be taken out and made room for new plants. And then we've just got the very last of the basil and the okra, which I am 5'3", so this is pretty impressive okra by my standards. But, we're in a bit of disrepair here. Crops some of them have been rotting in the ground. These are all sweet potatoes that I was not able to get out. The squash, the prolific straight net squash, it has been doing so well that I haven't wanted to take it out. You guys can see here how we've still got some on the vine. But I did want to let me get out of the sun. I did want to just encourage you, because we're always in a grow season in our lives, but we're not always in the level of production that we want to be. Sometimes life happens to us and we just sort of have to adjust. And for those who are asking, is there still time? There's always still time. Whether that means that you have to change what you're growing. In Texas, in my area, which is anywhere from 7A to 8B, we do have the grace of good season weather. And so, yes, please still get your kale and your lettuces and your brassicas and your Brussels in. You still have plenty of time for those. And if you're making that decision of, oh, well, these things are still doing well, do I pull them? As you can see from the garden, even though these things were still growing and still doing well, this is no longer their season. And we can keep babying them along, but because it's not their season, it's gonna take a lot more work from us to do that. They're gonna be at risk for more pests and weaker because, again, these are not the best conditions for them. And so even though it can break your heart to pull something before you're ready to, that is the right call. So go ahead and harvest what you can, put away what you have, and then refresh your soil. If you're a hugelkultural or a no-till gardener, that looks like adding some more biomass on top. If you do tilling, then go ahead and till. Just make sure that you're removing any seed heads or weeds before you do that, so you're not reintroducing them. You're not going to get any judgment from me whether or not you're an in-ground gardener or a raised bed gardener. Wherever you're growing in whatever capacity you can grow, that's the right thing. Grow where you are. But I also mostly just wanted to say that it's never too late to start over. And also, all seasons come to an end, and for good reason. And so, while I, for the most part, am speaking about the garden, I am also speaking about the personal or the spiritual truth there. That sometimes we need to prune out things that are no longer suited for us. And sometimes, even though it breaks your heart to pull something, when it's time, it's time. And when you don't pull something when it's time, not only are you going to be putting good energy or good money after bad, but you're going to lose your capacity for joy. And so, especially since gardening is such a joyful endeavor, and now that doesn't mean it's not hard work. I mean, you're going to break a sweat out here for sure. But it's a joyful endeavor. It's a life-giving endeavor. And so you shouldn't have to work so hard to fail. And so I just wanted to encourage you that if you are one of those that didn't pull things because you were like, dang it, the peppers are still going. Well, you know what? It's September 29th, y'all, and we are going to get that frost. We are going to get that cooler season. So it's time. Go ahead and harvest, put away, and make your plans to start fresh and plant something new, because there is no limit to your capacity to grow when you are willing to accept change. And it's a season for change. So I hope that you guys are well, and I hope to be on the road to recovery so that I can start using my knees, because there's a lot of weed pulling that is not happening right now. So I just wanted to pop on here, encourage you, share that, and just tell you that I am so proud of you for whatever you're growing in whatever capacity you can, and never give up. Until next time, bye y'all.